Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me online? Can I get a thumbs up if it's you guys can hear me online? Is it all good? Oh gosh, that's not a very flattering angle of myself. Just give us to those online, just give us like a few more seconds just to sort out the tech stuff. Start? Can start? Nice. Okay, nice. You guys ready? Okay, so heads up. Our gentlemen here are a bit nervous, so give them a little bit of leeway. So hi everyone, my name is Bernard. I'm part of our team here at Aonic. I am the brand executive here, and it's my pleasure today to be able to welcome three of my very awesome colleagues here who currently work on different projects, but essentially we are working on one of these projects called Aonic Flex, which is something that we're going to talk about today. Without going too much in detail, I'm going to let the experts talk about it. So Aonic Flex is essentially our flexible financing option, and differently from all of their different departments as they interact with our different clients. So I'm going to pass it to them, but before that, just share a little bit about yourself. Who are you? What's your name? What do you do at Ionic? And yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourselves. Zach, you want to start us off?
Yep, thank you, Bernard. So my name is Zach. I'm in charge on industrial sales. So basically, I've been in Aonic for almost 5 years. So I'm in Downs mostly. We provide all solution throughout Malaysia industry and everything.
Nice. Shaidan?
Hi, my name is Shahidan and I'm in charge of agricultural drone sales in Malaysia. And I've been in the industry about 5 years.
Hi, I'm Nick. I'm in charge for the agrochemical parts in the Aonic, both West and East Malaysia. Yep.
Nice. So just to recap, sorry, I'm a bit too loud for the public. Just to recap, so this is Zach. He's mostly on the industrial side, and then we have Dan, who works mostly with our Miss Drone clients, and then we have Nick, who works on our agrochemicals. So as you can see, Aonic Flex is slightly different for all three of these departments, and I just want all three of them just tell us what is Aonic Flex with your specific role, given your specific role. Nick, do you mind starting us off?
Okay, so basically, Aonic Flex in terms of agrochemical in Aonic is that we are giving credit terms for any purchases of input pertanian, whether it be herbicide, fungicide, pesticides. So you would be able to apply and pay after seasons. Yep. That that is basically the gist of it. Yeah.
Nice, thanks, Nick. Then how does it look like for you?
For mixed drones, we are basically give the financing to farmers to buy our mixed drone products, where we give them about 2.5% admin fee, but we can discharge them if they give the very good repayment terms.
Yep. All right. So as we all understand that a company, when you buy the whole total solutions, you need like a very one-time massive investment to it. So so every time the customer understands, sees that this total solution, the price is too high. This is not for us. So here comes the Ionic Flex, where it was built to shatter this barrier. So Ionic Flex is not a product, but a financing solution to the customer. Right.
Thanks, Zach. So, in short, Ionic Flex is a flexible financing option that is across all different verticals, agriculture, industrial, and essentially is to break down the financial barrier to make it easier for our customers to access our products. And just to also clarify to those online, in case you don't know, Miss Drone is actually one of our proprietary products here at Aonic. So, if you are nearby MidTech, join us here at the hall and see our Mistech 50 that just launched yesterday. So essentially, because the whole purpose of why we developed Ionic Flex is to help our clients, right? And given three of their roles, and they meet directly with our customers because all of them work in the BD front of things. What are one of the benefits or some of the key benefits you can see when you talk to and promote Aonic Flex with our customers? Dan, you want to start us off?
Okay, for mixed drones, that the benefit for Ionic Flag for the farmers is they can buy a drone without having heavy upfront costs. which is they can use the drone to increase their productivity, which is they can have their ROI faster and expand their operation bigger without any heavy capital that need to be delivered in the first place.
Okay, wait. Dan, I like what you said, ROI. Can you just talk a little bit more about that? What do you mean by good ROI returns? I think because some of our customers online don't really know what that means. Can you just walk us through? What do you mean by good ROI returns?
Okay, for smallholder farmers, they will have a very small margin on their production or their sales. But with the help of new technology or drones, they can expand their operation better, which they can give a better margin on their and sales or operation. So then they will have higher income to buy new drones and expand their businesses. So which is they can have better ROI in their business as long as they have introduced to new technology and have new access to them.
Thanks, Dan. Zach.
Right. So what we can benefit from Aonic Flex totally in customer perspective that every time they want to purchase a total solution, normally that we provide, for example, drone, we also providing software onboarding, we provide training and also maintenance package. They understand that this is very big lump sum investment. So as Aonic Flex comes to, we providing them by giving from transforming from the capex to monthly repayment operating costs. That's how they can benefit a unit flex. So they doesn't have to be giving a very big sum money upfront, but they can reduce it to monthly repayment. Yeah.
So I like what you said, Zach, when you talked about how because naturally all of, especially you're in industrial solutions are actually on the higher price point, and it's a very, very big entry point. So when you first talk about Aonic Flex with like industrial clients, how is their reaction like? How do they normally respond when you start talking about Aonic Flex with them?
Yeah, so definitely when customer comes to me, wow, this solution is so expensive to me. So they surely will ask, is there any way that this amount can be financed to monthly? Then I say, of course, here comes the Ionic Flex. So by doing this, you can ensure that your project can go all and on monthly, doesn't affect the overall investment of your product.
I really like what you said, Zach. This to missed out online. So Zach was talking about how biggest benefits, especially with Aonic Flex for industrial, is that operations continue running. That's the most important thing. It doesn't just stop because of financial things, financial matters. It just continue running. I absolutely love it. Thanks, Zach. Zach, hey Dan. Nick, sorry. Nick.
Yeah, okay. In terms of agrochemical, I mean, it's almost similar like what Dan and Zach already mentioned. But I'd like to highlight the challenges for, I mean, why would people want to apply this Aonic Flex? First is that the upfront costs for agrochemical in any plantations or any farms is very expensive. So usually people won't have good so people won't have a good amount of money upfront cash to purchase all this agrochemical. So what we do is we provide them for financing method for them to purchase and get all these agrochemicals upfront and then pay only after once they harvest and get the money after that. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Give us a moment. I think tech issue. Is it better now? Turn the speaker. Sorry to those online. Just give us like a few seconds. No. You can try now, Nick.
Test.
Ah,
Yeah, much better, I
nice.
think.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Sorry,
Yeah,
you were saying. Can you just repeat your last few points?
Yeah, so basically it's just a matter of us providing a method of financing so that you can get upfront cash to purchase all the agrochemicals because we know the agrochemicals can be very expensive and to have this upfront cash for farmers is usually tough because usually they will have to wait for the harvest, product harvest, then get the money. So for us, what we want to do is you can get all these chemicals first and then harvest. And essentially, some farmers purchase any agrochemicals because they don't have enough upfront cash, which in turn give them their yield low. So with this solution, what you'll be able to do is to get the agrochemicals and then make your yield optimum by the end of the harvest season. Yeah.
I just find it very interesting how both of you are talking about yield and producing more yield, and then Zach was talking a lot about how operations continue running because it's so large scale and it's obviously on the higher end of stuff, right? So I think my next question is more to because all three of you are always interacting with clients, because all three of you are on the front. What are some of the key, most memorable moments of your interaction with clients when you start to talk about Aonic Flex? How do they respond? How's their reaction? Any touching, nice stories to warm our hearts?
Yeah. Okay, so not a really touching stories or anything, but what I can most of the reactions when we tell about this Aonic Flex is that they are quite well received because they not a lot of shops allowing this to happen, because for us what is for us to optimize the yield for the farmers and then get connected with them. So some shops I can say that it's all about business. You sell, you want to buy, you buy. You don't want to buy, you don't buy. But for us, what we want to do is to make sure that they are be able to access all these agrochemicals to make sure that yield can be increased. So I guess it's the most important thing is that we make sure that they have this access for the chemicals. Yeah.
So keyword is accessibility. Accessibility, that's the keyword.
Yes.
Nice. Can we just check online or not yet? Okay. So sorry, guys, to those online, because like I said before, good things come to those who wait. Anyways, as we were saying, so right now, just to recap, we are talking a little bit about how our interactions is with our clients, especially we're talking about Aonic Flex and knowing how much it actually impacts our clients and their lives and their livelihood in short. So now we're going back to Dan, and Dan was telling us a story about one of our farmers and his son. I think, do you mind recapping the story to those who missed it out online?
Yeah, sure, no problem. So we have this particular farmer in Negeri Sembilan where he planted corns, and his son never showed any interest to join his operation in farm, and then he buy the drone through Aonic Flex, and then once his son see the drone operate in the farm, and then his son every day come to farm to join the operation because he very interested in the drones. But previously his father never afford to buy the drone. But through Aonic Flex we are able to assist them.
That's really, really nice. So as you can see, even the younger generations benefiting from it, seeing their older parents gaining a drone. Very nice. Zach, how about you?
All right, so in terms of industrial, so we have this one very big tender recently that is open to most of the large corporation and also SMEs. So here, what's the big gap that can differentiate big corporation and SMEs is that of the access to the capital. So it come to this, SMEs come to us, they want to participate in this tender. However, the upfront payment, as we all know, is very big. So here comes a Aonic Flex as the financial equalizer to them. So we give the SMEs the power and access, the very big amount to provide support to the tender and buying all the product upfront by reducing the impact of the investment. So in the end, when the tender come out, the SMEs won the tender. So they actually really thank us that we could provide this assistant financial solution to them, introduced to them. So as a sales, I'm very proud and uh, very helpful, provide helpful to them now. Yep.
I love Zach how you talked about, especially when it comes to the process of tendering, which is also, again, is going back to a company's livelihood, right? You want to win a project, you need to apply for tender, and an Aonic Flex is able to bridge that gap. I really, really love that. Yeah. Oh, hi. Okay, so no problem. We got a new guest appeared for 2 seconds. So okay, because right now we're talking about how there's so many benefits obviously from Aonic Flex, and obviously like any single project, there's always going to be hurdles from the very start. So can you just share a little bit about what were some of the initial obstacles or the hurdles when you start to introduce Aonic Flex to customers? So just keeping in mind that to those online, again, all three of our handsome colleagues over here are all different industries, agrochemicals, industrials. So all of them have a different set of challenges. And you're going to see how it is different for all three of you. Zach, do you mind starting us off?
So I don't see any challenges that facing at the moment. So, but what we can do to SMEs is that we assist everything from the total solution. So with the drone, with the software, maintenance, and training. So we also been trusted by Civil Aviation Authority Malaysia to give a very certified professional training to the any customer that intend to provide the pilot. So with Aonic Flex, we bundle up all the whole package and give them into their solutions.
So in short, because with Aonic Flex, you are able to sell the whole sort of solution and not just only one product. And that also solves their problem much more effectively as well. Nice. Thanks. Nick, how are you? Any obstacles?
Okay, actually there are quite a lot of obstacles in terms of agrochemical, because when we talk about credit terms, right, for under Aonic Flex, it is basically the farmers, how they understand it is hutang, it's the debt. So they already have a lot of debts, they already have a lot of commitments, other commitments that they have to pay. So are we asking them to take a debt? So essentially, what we explain to them is this is a credit terms where you can apply, you have a certain amount that you can use, and of course, if you don't use it, then you don't have to pay for it. And another thing that we highlight this is that you have to consider this as a I wouldn't call it a long-term investment, but it's a more mid-term investment, because once you invest onto these agrochemicals upfront for any farms, then you will see the yield. So it's a very direct correlation. You invest in agrochems, you'll see the yield by the end of the harvest season. So this is what we are trying to make sure that all farmers understand. Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong, it sounds very much like an education awareness issue at the very start, right?
Correct. Yep.
So you talked about how because there's a lot of misconception around that, like they think, oh, it's more risk because I have to owe more money, right? So how for Aonic here, what are we currently doing to, in many ways, overcome this barrier? What structures are we putting in place to support them? Yeah.
Okay, so the first thing is that we make sure that we are transparent enough with them to know that how much are they, how much limit they have, how much are they using, and then we also want to make ease of everything in terms of repayment and also the application itself. So we have this agriculture app where the application for the financing, you can use the app to apply. You don't even have to come to our branch to apply. That is one thing. And then the second thing is that you will be able to see the limit. You'll be able to see how much you have been utilized. You'll be able to see how much you need to pay by end of the season. So we are being 100% transparent about this. And in terms of the purchasing, whenever you purchase the agrochemicals, utilization goes through the app. So you only need to use the app, scan, you can take the items already from our branch. So we make it everything as simple as possible. Yeah.
So simple and seamless.
Correct. Yeah.
That is the key thing for easy education for the public.
Yes.
Nice, nice. Thanks. Dan, how are you? Any key challenges when you are using Aonic Flex to sell the mist drone?
Yeah. As for myself, for mist drones that we are engaging with small farmers, they will ask whether they are able to repair back the commitment. So we show them and guide them that how they can charge for the service for the drones, where they can gain extra income to pay the commitment, and then yes, they will proceed that one. So our role in Ionic is to give awareness and exposure to how the drones technology can benefit them through Aonic Flex.
Got it. So awareness is the key thing, right? So because just for those online, so with Aonic Flex is very special in a sense. Because we have our Aonic Agriculture app that farmers can easily apply, which Nick was talking about just a few moments ago. So this is specifically for Dan and Nick. Your moment will come, Zach. Your moment will come. So for this is specifically for Dan and Zach. So when it comes to applying for Aonic Flex through Aonic Agriculture app, obviously there's a lot of pushback at the start, right? Can you just walk us through what were some of those hurdles when it comes to applying for Aonic Flex through Aonic Agriculture app?
I think one of the hurdles for using the app is basically it's an app, so you have to use a phone. So some farmers are reluctant to install the apps and then also register. And then, of course, in terms of purchasing, some are still prefer to use hard cash to just pay at the stores. So I think that is one of the big hurdles. But of course, we always highlight that our apps is not for Aonic Flex. So we do, of course, we can do the applications, we can do the payment for the Aonic Flex through the apps, but our apps also have other functions. For example, you can be able to browse through our SKUs or products that are the branches. So apart from visiting our branch to look at the products, you can actually already scroll through apps and just check through what you want to buy. Basically, you can prepare, choose, you see the pricing, you can do your budgets through the apps. And also we do have a function of calculators where you can calculate dosage of what product you want to use, how much you want to use for this either sprays or the drones. Yep.
So in many ways, you're also making our app is not only one. Because we have additional features, it's also easier for them to, like when they go there to apply, then they got other features to also support their operations, in short. So to those online who are unaware, so we have our Aonic Agriculture app, which you can easily download on our Google Play Store and our App Store as well. And with Aonic Agriculture app, you will be able to apply for Aonic Flex, along with other additional features to support farmers' operations. Okay, so how about you then? Any particular, what is it called? Oh, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. Yeah, okay, so in terms of using, in terms of your farmers applying for Aonic Flex through Aonic Agriculture app, what were the challenges when we get them to apply through the app? Yeah.
Yeah, basically it's similar like Nick, because some farmers are reluctant to adapt with new technologies because they are not keen to install the through their phone, afraid that the data will be breached, all the kind of speculation playing in their mind. So we are explaining them basic rules from A to Z, what is going to happen through the apps, how the apps can help them, especially in the agriculture segment. So in that case, our farmers actually, they can be educated through ourselves. We are the main role to give the awareness actually.
Nice. My second last question before we end talk. So obviously at Aonic, we put a lot of structures in place to support our clients. And with Aonic Flex, like all of you shared, there were some initial hurdles. So currently right now in all your different roles, what are some structures that Aonic has in place to support clients to adopt Aonic Flex much more efficiently? Yeah. Zach, do you mind starting us off?
Okay, so structured in place. So at the moment, we are working on drone solution. So we are not sure what the technology in future. So it could be robotics, it could be software, it could be any IoT products in future. So Aonic Flex is in industry agnostic. We could support everything all in place in one ecosystem as long as what they want is achieved. So all the structures are in place. We provide the whole solution, the whole ecosystem in place. So it's just up to the customer whether what they want we could provide. Yeah.
So putting different parts, offering different products to support that. Got it. Nice. What about you? So in terms of support, what are some support systems that Aonic has in place so that our farmers can adopt Aonic Flex much more effectively?
Okay, what Ionic has given to farmers is from Ionic Flex actually for mixed drone, we have given them two options to pay in terms of monthly or seasonally. And then we can expand the tenure up to 24 months, which can give them more flexibility towards the payments. And then that's how Ionic play the role to help the farmer. Yeah.
Thanks, Dan. Nick.
I think in a simple term is that Ionic is not rigid. So in terms of documentations, we always revise this day to day, and also we always open for feedbacks from all the farmers. They can always drop a feedback whether they think that this documentation is very hard for them to get. So we are very open for this, and then we always revise the required documentation for applying a Aonic Flex. I would say we always revise it, and we always take into account for all the comments or feedback from the farmers. Yeah.
Got it. So getting feedback from really, really vital. I just want to add one more point to those of you online who don't know. So we are very blessed here at Aonic that we have set a network of centers all around Thailand and Malaysia. Currently, we've hit over 40 branches all around Southeast Asia, and that's one of our systems that we also put in place. So every single branch that we have set up, they consist of locals who are actually from that area. So all of our support staff at our branches know exactly what they are struggling with, and we're able to support them with their Aonic Flex, for example. So for my very, very last question, in one sentence, what is your hope for Aonic Flex? Oh, it was a very big question, but what is your hope for Aonic Flex? Zach?
Aonic Flex is industry agnostic, as I say. So whatever solution that you want, we will bundle up everything and give you a best financial solution. Yeah, it doesn't mean just drone. It could mean robotics, the whole ecosystem. Yeah.
Okay, for agrochemical, Aonic Flex, we only have one thing in mind, which is to optimize and improve your yield.
Promise drone that we hope that Ionic Flex is not just about financing, but it's just to create a bridge for farmers to connect with new technologies.
Nice. Ooh, big word, new technology. Very nice. So thank you so much, guys, for your time today. To those of you online, this is just a little snapshot of what happens at Aonic, specifically with Aonic Flex. If you would like to know more about Aonic Flex, feel free to follow our website and on LinkedIn. Our website actually has more information. If you scroll all to the bottom, you can contact our sales team, and they'll be more than happy to help you out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for those online, and we can't wait to see you in the next session. Okay. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.